president's speech was emotionally charged.
The time for bickering is over. The time for games has passed. Now is the season for action.
But Mr. Obama's words did not heal the deep divisions in the nation's capital. One Republican, Congressman Joe Wilson, shouted at President Obama.
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said that kind of outburst is unprecedented.
It was stunning to hear such a statement made on the floor of the House when the President of the United States is speaking.
Congressman Wilson did apologize for the outburst. Leading Republican Congressman John Boehner says the heckling was not a surprise.
I think all of us know there's a lot of emotion around this issue of the government involvement in our health care.
The day after his speech, the president took his message to the American people with an address to healthcare professionals.
If there are real differences, let's resolve them. But we have talked this issue to death, year after year, decade after decade, and the time for talk is winding down.
President Obama's reform plan would bar insurance companies from dropping people with pre-existing conditions. It requires all Americans to have health insurance. He and fellow Democrats also favor a public insurance option to keep private insurance companies honest and competitive.
Let me just repeat, because this is the source of the rumor that we're plotting some government takeover of healthcare. It would just be one option among many. No one would be forced to choose it.
Republican Congressman Chris Smith says he worries about Americans who can only afford the public option and then end up with an illness like cancer.
Delay in not getting the care, delay in the diagnostics to determine whether or not you have the cancer, and then not getting the appropriate treatments when the time comes around.
At recent town hall meetings across the country, the debate over health care caused emotional scenes like this one. Some Americans fear that health care reform will add to America's debt.
It's just not a health care issue. It's how are you going to pay for it, and what effect does it have on the entire U.S. economy?
Speaker of the House Pelosi says not to worry.
As the president said, he will not sign a bill that adds to the deficit. We will not send him a bill that adds to the deficit.
But Republicans remain unconvinced.
There was nothing new in the president's speech.
The administration hopes to unify moderates and liberal Democrats to get the bill passed by November. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News.